to us, a whistleblower. We coordinate our efforts with the company in India from our base in Canada to provide our censorship services to Facebook. A lot of this information you probably already guessed, but here's what you might not have known. We have specific directives on what to fact check and how to fact check. I'm going to list off a couple of those directives. Number one, conservatives and right-leaning posts on Twitter and Facebook make it to our service. So pretty much all conservatives and right-leaning posts make it to their service. Two, left-leaning posts are to be ignored and never manually flagged. It doesn't matter if it violates the terms of service or even federal law. If Facebook gets in trouble, they blame us, the fact-checking company, and they can't do anything because we're not based in America. So we give the government the runaround and nothing could be done. And this has worked so far. Number three, Zuck created a program that feeds posts automatically into our service. It analyzes content in posts, searching for common images and lines of text. And if it matches any of our guidelines, it gets automatically flagged and entered into our system to be fact-checked. It doesn't just go looking for conservative posts. Zuckerberg sends them to us with his automatic program. Four, if there are multiple ideas in a conservative post, only one of them needs to be potentially disputable. We are to flag an entire article as disputed, false, discredited, untrue, etc., even if there's only one idea that's not completely confirmed. Five, even if ideas that are confirmed, it doesn't matter unless it's a left-leaning idea. What this translates to, as long as we all push the same idea, what we say becomes truth. That's standard psychology, and Americans are the easiest to manipulate with this. Okay? Number six, when we write articles for Politico, New York Times, etc., we are allowed to mark a title or articles as true as long as at least three of the core ideas in the article or post are potentially true. Keyword here is potentially. It can be completely false. But as long as we can cite a source, a random source that argues in their favor, we can confirm it 100% as being true. The inverse is also true. If we can find one source that dictates something to be potentially false, we can mark the entire post as being false or inaccurate. Number seven is we write articles and then cite our own articles as reference. Check the fine print of each article. We always cite ourselves, but what you might not know is that only a handful of companies are actually writing the articles for dozens of websites, news media, and mass media. This isn't unique to America. We've done this in countries around the world for a long time. Now, this is all preparation for the Great Reset by getting Trump out because he opposes the Great Reset. So this is all preparation and conditioning for the Great Reset, this person says, this whistleblower says. Biden has agreed to go full on into the Great Reset, which is why they're keeping him around, which is why he's been getting such a big hand from Facebook and Twitter and big tech and the media. But it's much bigger than just that. In our new world order, we'll control not just national news, but global news. By controlling the global narrative, we control what information you're allowed to know and what you're allowed to think. 11, their contingency is in place. Trump cannot win. We have members of Congress a part of this, and soon the president and VP, whatever that means. If a civil war breaks out, it will be according to our plan. We hope for it, and we tried to use race to spark it in America. If that doesn't work, ISIS is on standby for when Biden is in office. This was determined a long time ago, or so I'm told. I do not work for this company anymore, and I feel disgusted. I left because what they were doing was appalling to me. I can't stand by and watch this happen. This isn't what I signed up for. Now all the new recruits are immediately pushed into this Facebook fact-checking conspiracy. It is disgusting and sickening. So this is a person that is supposedly a whistleblower that is sending this message around. I believe that this is true and accurate. and it all makes sense too that it's all preparing for the Great Reset, and those ideas that are in alignment with the Great Reset and the values of the Great Reset are going to be pushed. Anything that doesn't adhere to the Great Reset or goes in opposition to it, or talks about the truth of why it's so dangerous, is not going to be allowed. It's going to be censored. It's going to be banned. And any person that's going to be pushing that is also going to be censored or banned. This is all part of the Great Reset. And we had Klaus Schwab, who just talked about this. Klaus